70 minutes, 21 seconds. Yep.
Here. So let's go ahead and jump into modifying nouns with adjectives. This is the last part about adjectives besides the skikidai part. To modify a noun with an adjective, if you notice, up until now we've just been using them at the end of a sentence, basically. Like, tacos ga suki janai, stuff like that, right? But now we're going to talk about modifying nouns directly with an adjective, and it's actually super easy, and this is where the term na adjective comes from. This is why I haven't talked about it much yet. So for adjectives have to do with add the noun. Super easy. Just add the noun. You're done. You've modified the noun. For na adjectives, between the adjective, the na adjective, and the noun, you need to add na. Now, I don't know why I have that in parentheses, but it's there. So adjective plus na plus noun. And the fact that you need to have this na is why they're called na adjectives. Genki, for some reason, presents these words with the na attached. So it presents kire as kire na. Like, that's how it presents the vocabulary word. And that's not really right. Kire is a vocabulary word on its own. It's in the dictionary, you find it as kire. It's just when you modify a noun with it, you need to add na in between. Think of it like a particle or something, an attaching particle. So let's go over some examples.
Okay, so he explored this like kirei na adjectives idea like a little bit deep, and so kirei is na adjective, and he said that how Genki explained or introduced this na adjective idea in the textbook. What did you catch?
Oh, I don't know.
No, wait, no, don't say I don't know.
So, na,
Yeah. So e adjective and the na adjectives difference appeared in when we gonna use e adjectives in a predicate. So if it's modify, yeah, that's a rule. 楽しい人です e adjective. 元気な人です na adjective. Like seems they're similar, you know? Like before noun e adjective, you're gonna use e. Before noun, na adjective, you're gonna use noun, right? But when it comes to use for predicate word, then 楽しい, yes, you just use as it is, same as modifying a noun. 楽しい人, so as 楽しいです. But 元気な人, you cannot use 元気なです. Why?
元気な人です。
元気です。
元気です。
Genki, right. So Yukiko cannot resist to put noun if she hear na, because na is a mark for okay, noun is coming. You know, if we don't put noun, then we don't need to put noun. That's why you don't imagine the sentence would end even. 今日は元気なです. You expect noun should come, right? Yeah, you cannot expect this sentence just end with only genki. That's what it happened now. But anyway, so genki can't finish the sentence. Genki cannot only be a main predicate. But in that, if that's so, genki cannot use na. Why? Na shouldn't be appear here.
Oh, predicate as so predicate.
Predicate.
Okay. Predicate. Predicate.
So, then Andy-san's question was, why in the first place Genki textbook call this adjective na adjective and e adjective? But because in the predicate you don't use na, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think? No opinion?
Sorry, I can't catch it.
Okay.
So maybe your question is Andy-san, what he said what did he say about the adjective? And so
Yes.
why so predicant
Predicate.
predicate in なんだったかな predicate.
We don't use
So
na.
you want to use
Although
predicate
e is used. 楽しい、楽しいです。面
use,
白い
but
です。
adjective don't use
な。
na. Why?
うん。
Like that?
No reason?
Mm,
No?
no
No
reason.
reason?
Yeah, no reason.
Okay, so here's my personal question to you. Do you not personal, public, normal question. Do Japanese people use this word e adjective, na adjective ever? Do Japanese people know this name? Na adjective, e adjective. Normal Japanese people do know this word? Do they use this word when they want to say adjectives in Japanese language? What is Japanese language adjectives? 何ですか?
Adjective? Oh, okay. 形容詞
Okay, 楽しい is 形容詞。楽しい is 形容詞。That's right. Next question. Is 元気形容詞?
is Genki.
Is 元気形容詞。
元気形容詞。あ、OK。形容詞の形容動詞。
元気は形容詞じゃない。You gotta be surprising. You gotta be surprised, but Genki is not the 形容詞 in Japanese language world. We don't call Genki 形容詞。
Yeah.
Genki is not 形容詞. What is the name?
Maybe some student confused. Some foreign student confused. So when they open the dictionary, Japanese dictionary, so because 綺麗な they can't find it.
Yes, that's Andy-san's point. Like he said, Genki for some reason presents this with that na attached. So it presents kirei as kireina, and that's not really right. Kirei is a vocabulary on its own. In the dictionary, you find it as kirei. It's just when you modify noun with it, you need to add na in between. Like a particle or something. Okay, let's go back to Japanese word. What's the name of Genki? What's a
形容動詞
Doshi. Right. Look at this. Keiyo. What's keiyo means? Keiyo means modifying. So modifying word is keiyoshi. Okay. On the other hand, keiyo doshi is combining keiyo plus doshi. What is doshi? Doshi is verb. But it doesn't mean this has a meaning of verb. So keiyo means, okay, this group of word modifying a noun, but they conjugate. That's why they move. That's why we call keiyo doshi. So what's the move means here is na. So when the situation, one situation, we have to put na. And some situation we don't need to put na, you know? If usage different, then you have to treat it differently. It's moving. That's why we call keiyo doshi.
Oh, sorry. Please tell me again.
No, it's not. Actually, it's not really important. It's really not important. But I'll tell you again. Yeah, so 元気な人です。And 元気です。You know, if you want to modify noun, then you have to insert na, the sound. It's kind of, you know, the shape is moving, right? 形容詞 shape doesn't change. As I said, 楽しい人です。今日は楽しいです。楽しい the shape never changed. But na adjective shape changes. That's why in Japanese language we call keiyo doshi because it's moving. Like some parts you have to move, some parts you have to change. That's why 形容動詞。But we never call them な形容詞。And な形容詞 is purely Japanese learning word. So if you are no relation with Japanese language world, you've never encountered this Japanese word, な形容詞。In fact, if you want to look up this word きれい, you really have to look up きれい. You cannot go きれいな because there is none. So the word is assigned as noun. きれい as a noun, right? But if you wanna modify noun with きれい, like so as Genki, you cannot just put きれいの人. So if きれい is a noun, it should work. きれいの人です. But actually, Japanese language that doesn't allow us to do. Oh no, you have to put noun. So even if in dictionary you found きれい as a noun, when you want to use for noun, then all of a sudden you are notified. Oh, you can't use no here. You have to use na. Oh, Genki no hito. No. You cannot use that. You have to use na. Then Japanese learning textbook categorize. Oh, what word actually required now? Then they make this group na keiyoshi. So that they thought, okay, it should help students to identify. Because in fact, for example, normal 何ですか? Normal 日本語何ですか?
基本普通
普通 Normal in English. Normal. What is it, noun or adjective?
Noun?
Normal. Normal is
adjective.
adjective. Yes. It's normal.
Okay.
It's not normal. So, okay, now this is noun. Then today is normal day. Today it is normal time. It is normal person. How can you conjugate? Modify. 普通
普通の人
That's right.
普通の人
Here we go. きれい you see in the dictionary noun. 普通 you see dictionary noun. And sometimes you have to put definitely always no, not na. And sometimes you definitely always you have to use noun. How can you differentiate them? If dictionary just tells you 普通 noun, きれい noun, there's no help. Right? For example, let's see. What Japanese dictionary do you usually use?
普通
What yeah, do you usually use Japanese dictionary? What dictionary do you use?
Oh, what dictionary? Oh, okay. So, なんだったっけこれ
Okay, the first
ぐ辞書
the first one was ぐ辞書 Then I go with ぐ辞書 today. Okay, 調べたい言葉を入力しましょう。いきます。きれい。Okay, what is きれい? So dictionary has to tell what's this speech, right? So きれい here we go. けど So if you see けど this means 形容動詞 and you're gonna right away interpret as な形容詞 Okay, that's why you have to say きれいな花きれいな花Actually, きれい doesn't appear as a noun. Hold on. Yeah, this is noun. きれい The clean quality. きれいと言いますね。So, you see here, na, me. This one is noun, tells noun. And this one tells na形容詞. So, you can tell, okay, if you want to modify, you need na. きれいな人。きれいな花。Okay, how about 普通So if you look up 普通、普通 is oh really look at this な名詞 and 形容動詞 Actually, they think this is na keiyoshi. Hold on. Look at this. It's so inconsistent. 普通の勤め人. See? In order to modify 人, they use no. They don't use na. So
As a noun, maybe.
this is, I think this is much more complicated than I expected. I thought because they don't need to put keiyodoshi here. Otherwise, it is really clear. Okay, if you see noun, then you're gonna put no, right? But now they are saying it's keiyodoshi, but still they're gonna put no. So for learner's perspective, they have no place they can confirm what the item we can connect this adjective word and the noun. But 普通 is kind of irregular things for me, I think. So don't worry much. Anyway, that's the Genki's textbook's purpose. If they put na together, then the learner can notify. Oh, this is na. Okay, then if you want to modify noun, then let's use na. 綺麗な人、綺麗な日、綺麗な街. And if it's not an adjective, if dictionary say noun, okay, 普通の人、普通の時間、普通の街. Yeah. So, you know, it's much difficult, right? But you know what happened when I put 綺麗な in the note? What happened to my students is that they cannot stop using 綺麗な in the predicate. So, あずみさんは綺麗なです。あずみさんは有名なです。You know, they assigned this as a one word so that they cannot drop な and just use. あずみさんは綺麗なです。あずみさんは有名なです。And I'm kind of, you know, struggling. How should I explain? Because if I don't put na, then when they want to connect to noun, they confuse. Because they don't know if it's na or no. 綺麗な人 or 普通の人. But if I put na, then they make this sentence. 今日は元気なです。So this is just a matter of how you have to convey these two big distinctive function of adjective first. Otherwise, if you just put 綺麗な in the note, then they're gonna use like, you know, like in a they just use in the both styles. 綺麗な人、綺麗なです。So far so good, Yukiko? Not
So
really.
you mean, so you confused, so whether they want to say, how to say that, 元気な人です or 元気です so which one they want to say that?
Yeah, so for example, if it, you know, there's a word in Japanese language, popular. Hey, today we're gonna learn popular. Okay, Yukiko, what is popular in Japanese?
人気
Okay, then let's remember this new word, popular. But when I introduce new word, popular, in the class, I usually just put na here.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes,
Okay,
I think
good.
so.
Yes. But then why teacher do that? Because teacher want you to know when you modify now, you need now. And this is something like a native speaker can't tell from their numerous, the amount of input. So they have input, that's why they can tell if it's na or no. 人気な人です。But you know, it's 人気 is much more complicated because some people say 人気の人. As you see in the dictionary, 人気, oh yeah, 人気 is 形容動詞, but this is a matter of preference after all, right? And 人気の人 or even like it depends on the noun. 人気の時間ですね。人気の店ですね。So, no could work. But if na couldn't work, we say na adjective. Okay, 人気な人 work. 人気な時間ですね。work. So we just, like checking from our input if does work, doesn't work. If not does work, then that's an adjective. That's why I put this 人気な as a note. And what happened? So, for example, if they want to say, 野球は日本で元気なです。
野球は日本で人気です。
そう、exactly. 野球は日本で元気で。
スポーツです。
So, why they put na? Because I put na in this sticker. That's why student cannot resist.
Okay.
Cannot resist to use na. Although these adjectives, these two jobs so different, and you really have to differentiate. But in the early, the early phase of learning this new grammar, you really have to know that it takes time to modifying noun, or it's a predicate, that just individual predicate function here, So that's why this error happens.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Steve's asking, Yukiko-san is learning grammar from Azumi-san? Not actually. We are just practicing English. We are practicing English, right?
We
are practicing English. But since the topic is very complicated, Yukiko-san kind of overwhelmed. Yeah, probably we should talk something easier. It's so overwhelming topics, yes. But anyway, so you see what's the Andy-san's point? Why he complained that Genki's style makes sense. Because if you need to look up in a dictionary, actually na is not needed because you have to look up ninki, not ninki na. You cannot find ninki na as a word. It means in Japanese language world, ninki na is not a word, right? But in the textbook, so probably we should just explain why you put na here. And you have to remind students again and again. So if it's appeared in a predicate, you cannot put na. 日本で野球は人気です。人気なじゃないです。人気です。But if you want to say 人気な sports, you're gonna need na, right? So I put na here. So please be aware. You have to remind again and again because they really do repeat this error. Okay, I think we discussed enough about adjectives. And let's go to the next adjective, na adjective. Hold on.